going to walk you through how to use the iPad app Explain Everything. And if you have just downloaded it, a couple things I want you to check before you start your recording or screencasting is to click on the three dots at the top right, click on your account, and make sure you see this EDU group member that Amanda has set up for us. This will give you premium access for our e-learning time. If you don't see that, contact Amanda or myself and we'll make sure you're all set. And then also a couple of things in the settings that just from watching my own tutorials that I've realized is to go into editing. And people are suggesting that 16:9 gives students the best ratio for their screen, so that way they can see it the best. In the export tab, people are saying that 1920 by 1080 is the best resolution for uploading to YouTube and Google Drive. If you have issues, you can make that a smaller resolution. And then for integrations, it's really important that you have Google Drive and YouTube set to on, so that way you can easily import and export things to those two places. All right, so once you're ready to start recording, there's a couple options you have when you create a new project. If you don't have a ton in your Google Drive right now and you don't have a lot of PDFs or things you can share, you can simply have this blank canvas where you use the pencil to write out equations, draw pictures, whatever you need to do to share with students and record your voice going through those examples. You can also import pictures, videos, equations, files, anything to this blank canvas if you want to write over that and record your voice talking them through it. So that's one option for recording. You could also import a file. So if you have a Google Slide presentation, if you have a PDF notes, of course, is going to work better. This will bring you to your drive and you can search and import your note packets or worksheet packets, whatever you need to do. So again, PDFs work best, as we know. So I'm going to choose this note packet. I'm going to import it into Explain Everything. And if you have multiple pages that you want to import, it's best to do this separate slides, so that way each page is on its own slide. I don't want all of this, so I'm only going to choose the page that I need for this screencast, and I'm going to hit Insert. So now students will see my notes that I want to talk and walk them through. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom in here on the section that I want to go through first. Once that is set, I'm going to click my pencil here, what I want to write with. If I want to write or import any shapes before I start recording, that is a good idea. And then once I'm ready to start recording this, I'm going to hit the record button down at the bottom, and now it's recording everything that I'm saying and writing. So I can go ahead and type this in. I can draw anything, go through different examples, blah, 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 blah. What's lovely about Explain Everything, I'm going to go ahead and hit pause on my recording. It allows you to edit as you go. So all that's coming down here is everything that I've written so far. So you have two different tracks. You have whatever you've written and then your audio. So I'm going to go ahead and select this beginning portion. And I don't need all that. I've realized that I was way too wordy. So I can go ahead and trash that section altogether. And I'm left with whatever is here. If I have some blank space that I was just writing and I was taking too long, you can speed that up so it goes a little bit quicker and students don't have to wait there while you write something out, which is kind of nice. You can also choose to lock. Let's say I had a section where I like what I wrote, but I didn't like what I said. I can lock that written portion and select just the audio, and I can make it so I can redo that. So I can trash the audio and keep the written part, so I can just re-record that. So there's a lot to dissect there. There's a lot of training that needs to be done for that section, but if you're feeling brave, you can go ahead and work on some of those editing features if you want to. Once you're done, if you're happy with your recording, you're going to come up to the top and hit share. And my recommendation would be to export this straight to your drive. So you're going to export it as a video. And then since you've linked your drive, you should see Google Drive here. You should also see YouTube. So you can choose where you want to export your video and then share it with students. So that's a quick, very, very quick rundown of Explain Everything. There's a ton to it. If you have questions, please reach out to me. Brenda Brocklin is also a wonderful resource. She's been using Explain Everything for a while, so feel free to reach out to either one of us.